The huge alien arena was full of noise. Thousands of strange creatures from different planets sat in the seats. Some had wings. Some had long arms. Some had glowing eyes. They all came for one reason: to watch a human girl fight. Big screens floated in the air. On every screen, one word was shining: Deathworlder. For many aliens, this word meant danger. For others, it meant fun. They believed humans were wild, weak, and easy to break. Today, they wanted proof. In the center of the arena, a wide metal gate slowly opened. The crowd became quiet. Smoke came out. Blue lights flashed. And then she walked in. Her name was Vale. She was small. She was thin. She wore a simple gray combat suit. No heavy armor. No big weapon. Only a small energy blade on her belt. Many aliens laughed. She looks like a child. Is this a joke? She will not last 1 minute. Arya did not react. She walked slowly to the middle of the arena. Her face was calm. Her eyes were sharp. She looked at the crowd, then at the sky, then at the empty space in front of her. She took a deep breath. Far above, inside a glass room, the alien leaders were watching. They were tall. They were old. They were powerful. One of them, Commander Zark, spoke. Is this really the best Earth can send? Another leader replied. Humans are from a death world, but this one looks soft. They all nodded. They had seen strong warriors from many planets. But this girl? She looked normal, weak, easy. A loud voice echoed in the arena. Welcome, citizens of the Galactic Union. The crowd cheered. Today, you'll see a Death Worlder fight. More cheers. Today, you will see if Earth deserves respect. The cheers became louder. Arya stood still. She closed her eyes for a moment. Inside her mind, memories started to rise. She saw her home. Earth, green forests, big oceans, dark storms, loud thunder. She remembered running in the rain, training in mud, falling, standing again. Her teacher's voice echoed in her head. Pain makes you stronger. Fear makes you weak. Never stop. She opened her eyes. The arena lights became brighter. A large hologram appeared. It showed Earth, volcanoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, wars, fires, floods. The narrator's voice was deep. Earth is a death world. High gravity, extreme weather, constant danger. Only the strong survive. Some aliens looked uncomfortable. Others laughed. One small girl survived this. Impossible. Behind the arena walls, Area Support Officer watched. His name was Captain Ronan. He was human, tall, scarred, experienced. His hands were tight. He whispered, "Stay strong, Arya. She has trained her whole life for this." In the arena, a siren sounded. The ground shook. Another gate opened. This one was bigger, darker, heavier. Chains fell. Metal screamed. Something massive moved inside. The crowd leaned forward. Then it came out. A beast warrior. Name, Korgith. Height, 3 meters. Skin, stone-like armor. Arms, thick as tree trunks. Eyes, red and angry. He held a giant hammer. Every step he took shook the floor. Boom, boom, boom. The crowd went crazy. This is unfair. She will die. Destroy her. Korgith looked at Arya. He laughed. A deep, ugly sound. "You are small," he said. "You will break." Arya looked at him. She did not reply. She only adjusted her gloves. Korgith lifted his hammer. The referee drone floated up. "Rules are simple," it said. "Fight until surrender or unable to move. Begin in 3, 2, 1. Fight!" Korgith roared. He ran forward. Each step was like thunder. He jumped. Hammer raised. The shadow covered Arya. Many aliens closed their eyes. But Arya moved. In one smooth step, she rolled aside. The hammer hit the ground. Boom! Metal broke. Dust flew. The arena shook. The crowd gasped. She dodged. She is fast. Korgith turned. Angry. He swung again. Left. Right. Down. Each hit was deadly. But Arya avoided every attack. She moved like water, smooth, fast, silent. Her feet touched the ground softly. Inside her mind, she counted distance, speed, timing. This was not a game. This was survival. Suddenly, Korgith changed tactic. He slammed his hammer and sent a shockwave. The floor cracked. Arya was thrown back. She hit the wall. Pain exploded in her back. She coughed. Blood touched her lips. The crowd screamed. Now she is finished. Get up. Captain Ronan clenched his fist. Come on, Arya. Arya slowly stood. Her legs shook. Her breathing was heavy. Korgith laughed again. Stay down, little human. But Arya smiled. A small smile. A dangerous smile. She wiped the blood. She whispered, on Earth this is nothing. She touched her blade. It activated with a soft blue light. The air changed. The crowd felt it. Something was different now. Her eyes were calm, focused, cold. Korgith rushed again. This time, Arya ran forward too. Two forces met. Power and control. At the last second, Arya slid under his arm. She cut his leg. Sparks flew. Korgith screamed. He fell on one knee. The arena went silent. No one spoke. No one moved. A small human had hurt the giant. Commander Zark stood up. His voice was low. This was not expected. Arya stood behind Korgith, breathing hard, blade glowing, sweat on her face. But her back was straight. Her spirit was strong. The narrator spoke softly. Today the galaxy saw something new. Not weakness, not fear, but the beginning of respect. The crowd watched in shock. For the first time, they were not laughing. They were afraid. The arena was quiet, too quiet. Moments ago, thousands of aliens were shouting and laughing. Now, no one made a sound, not even a whisper. All eyes were on the center, on Arya, on Korgith. The giant beast warrior was on one knee. Sparks came from the cut on his leg. His heavy breathing sounded like broken machines. Arya stood behind him. Her blue blade was still glowing. Her chest moved fast. She was tired, but she was not weak. High above, in the glass room, the leader stared at the scene. Commander Zark slowly sat down. This should not be happening, he said. She is only human. Another leader replied in a low voice. Maybe humans are more than we thought. Back in the arena, the referee drone moved closer. Korgith, it said, do you surrender? The giant growled. Surrender? He shouted. I never surrender. He pushed himself up. The floor cracked under his weight. He turned around. His red eyes burned with anger. You hurt me, he said. Now I will destroy you. The crowd slowly started to make noise again. Some cheered. Some were scared. Some were confused. Arya said nothing. She only changed her stance. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Blade low. Eyes high. This was Earth combat style. Simple. Effective. Deadly. Captain Ronan watched from the control room. He smiled for a second. She is in survival mode now, he whispered. That means she will not fall. Korgith lifted his hammer with both hands. He hit his chest. Boom, boom. I am Korgith of the Stone Clans, he roared. No human will defeat me. He ran again, faster than before, angrier than before. Arya waited. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. At the last moment, she jumped, not back, forward. She jumped toward him. The crowd screamed. Is she crazy? Korgith swung. The hammer passed under her feet. She flipped in the air, landed on his arm, used it like a wall, jumped again, and kicked his head. Crash! Korgith fell sideways. Dust exploded. Metal seats shook. Aliens stood up from their chairs. This is impossible. She is flying. She is not normal. Korgith rolled and stood again. His breathing was wild now. He was tired. He was hurt. He was angry. But he was not finished. He pressed a button on his wrist. Suddenly, his armor changed. Plates opened. Energy lines glowed red. Power increased. A deep hum filled the arena. Commander Zark's eyes widened. He activated battle mode. He said, that is forbidden for test fights. Another leader replied, "But if he loses, we lose face." They stayed silent. Korgith's body became heavier, stronger. Hot air rose from him. He looked like a living weapon. Arya felt it. The pressure, the heat, the danger. Her hands tightened. In her mind, another memory appeared. Snow, cold wind, a mountain. She was younger, climbing with heavy gear. Her legs were shaking. Her trainer shouted, "Don't stop. If you stop, you die." She fell. She cried. She stood. She climbed again. Back in the arena, she whispered, "I didn't stop then. I won't stop now." Korgith charged. This time, he was like a missile. Arya ran. They moved in circles. Fast, faster, blades, hammer, light, dust, noise. The arena became chaos. No one could follow every move. Only flashes, only shadows. Suddenly, Korgith hit her. The hammer touched her side. Boom! Arya flew across the arena. She crashed into a wall. Hard, very hard. The sound was scary. Silence returned. Smoke covered her. Captain Ronan stood up. "Arya!" Some aliens cheered. "She is done. She is broken." Finally, Korgith breathed heavily. He lowered his hammer. "Stay down," he said. "Human." But then, from the smoke, a foot moved. A hand touched the ground. A shadow stood. Arya came out. Slowly. Pain was on her face. Her arm was injured. Her suit was torn. Blood ran down her side. But she was standing. The crowd froze. "No! How? She should be dead." Arya looked at Korgith. Her voice was quiet, but strong. "On Earth," she said, "we fall every day. We stand every day." She activated something on her wrist. A small light appeared. Her suit changed color. Dark gray to black. Emergency mode. Last energy. Last chance. Captain Ronan whispered, "She is using reserve power. That is dangerous." Korgith growled, "I will end this." He jumped high, higher than before. Shadow covered Arya again. Hammer raised. Full power. Death was coming. Arya closed her eyes. One breath. Two. Then she opened them. Time felt slow. She saw everything. The angle. The speed. The weight. She moved. Side. Slide. Spin. She ran up the wall. Used it. Jumped. In midair, she turned. Blade first. Straight. Clean. She struck. SHHHH. Blue light cut through red armor. Korgith's chest opened. Energy sparks exploded. He froze. His eyes went wide. Hammer fell. Boom. He dropped to the ground. Flat. Silent. Not moving. The referee drone scanned him. 1 second. 2. 3. Korgith, unable to continue. Winner, Arya Veil of Earth. No sound. No cheer. No shout. Only shock. Then, one alien clapped. Slow. Clap. Clap. Another joined. Then another. Soon, the whole arena was clapping. Not loud. Not crazy. Respectful. Commander Zark stood. His voice was serious. "Stop the fight. Bring the human here." Guards approached. Arya turned off her blade. Her body was shaking now. The pain came late. Always late. She walked slowly, each step heavy. But her head was high. She did not look defeated. She looked proud. As she left the arena, the narrator spoke. Today, fear was born, not from power, but from understanding. The galaxy learned. Humans are trained by suffering, and suffering makes legends. Arya disappeared behind the gates. Behind her, a new story had begun. The metal door closed behind Arya. The noise of the arena slowly disappeared. No cheers, no shouting, no voices, only silence. A long white hallway stretched in front of her. Cold lights on the ceiling, smooth metal walls, soft humming sound of machines. Arya walked forward, slow, careful. Each step hurt. Her body was tired. Her muscles were burning. Her side felt like fire. Blood was still coming out, but she did not stop. She never stopped. At the end of the hallway, 2 medical drones were waiting. They floated toward her. Subject injured. One drone said, "Beginning emergency treatment." A soft blue light covered her body. Painkillers entered her system. Her vision became blurry. Her legs became weak. She fell forward, but strong arms caught her. Captain Ronan. He held her tightly. "I've got you," he said. "You did great." Arya tried to smile, but her lips were shaking. "I won?" she asked quietly. "Yes," Ronan replied. "You won." Her eyes slowly closed. When Arya opened her eyes again, she was in a medical room. White walls, soft light, quiet air. Machines beeped slowly. A clear tube was in her arm, warm blanket on her body. For a moment, she forgot where she was. Then memories returned. The fight, the pain, Korgoth, the hammer, the blade. Her chest became tight. She tried to sit up. A sharp pain stopped her. "Don't move," a voice said. Ronan was sitting near her bed. He looked tired, dark circles under his eyes. But he was smiling. "You've been asleep for 12 hours, he said. 12. Arya whispered. "Yes. Doctor said you almost collapsed." She looked at the ceiling. "I almost lost," she said. Ronan shook his head. "No, you almost gave up." "But you didn't." Silence filled the room. Outside the window, space was visible. Stars. Darkness. Endless. Arya spoke again. "Do they hate me now?" Ronan understood. "The aliens?" "Yes." He thought for a moment. "No," he replied. "They fear you. They respect you. That's better." Arya closed her eyes. Fear. Respect. She never wanted either. She only wanted to survive. Suddenly, the door opened. 3 alien leaders entered. Tall, elegant, powerful. Commander Zark was in front. He looked serious. Not angry. Not proud. Just thoughtful. Ronan stood up. Arya tried to move, but Zark raised his hand. "Rest," he said. "Today, you are not a soldier. You are a guest." That surprised her. Zark walked closer. He looked at her carefully. "You fought with honor," he said. "You did not enjoy pain. You did not show cruelty. You showed control." Arya whispered, "On Earth, losing control gets you killed." Zark nodded slowly. "We watched thousands of fights," he said. "Most fighters fight with rage. You fought with reason. That is rare." Another leader spoke. "Because of you, the council is divided. Some want peace with Earth. Some want war." Arya's heart skipped. "War?" she asked. "Yes," Zark replied. "They are afraid. And fear makes dangerous choices." Ronan stepped forward. "So what do you want?" he asked. Zark looked at Arya. "We want to understand humans. Before we decide." He placed a small device on the table. A glowing cube. "This is a memory reader," he said. "With your permission, we want to see your past." Arya froze. Her past. The storms. The hunger. The training. The deaths. The fear. She looked at Ronan. He was silent. "This is your choice," he said. "No orders. No pressure. Only trust." Arya took a deep breath. "If they see my past," she said, "they will know why we are strong." She nodded. "Okay." Zark activated the cube. Light filled the room. The air changed. Suddenly, they were not in the room anymore. They were on Earth. A small village. Broken houses. Dark sky. Sirens. Explosions. Young Arya was there. Only 10 years old. Running. Crying. Holding her mother's hand. Bombs fell. Fire everywhere. Her mother pushed her into a shelter. "Stay here," she shouted. Then, silence. Smoke. Her mother never returned. The leaders watched. Speechless. Scene changed. Training camp. Teenage Arya. Heavy backpack. Running in snow. Falling. Standing. Falling. Standing. Instructor shouting. "No mercy. No weakness." Scene change. Desert. No water. Heat. Cracked lips. Marching. Surviving. Scene change. Hospital. Ronan standing near her bed. Younger. Injured. She was holding his hand. Don't die, she cried. He survived. Barely. The vision stopped. Light faded. They were back. The room was silent. One leader wiped his eyes. Zark looked different now. Softer. We thought Earth was dangerous, he said. But we did not know. It was cruel. Arya spoke quietly. We didn't choose it. We just learned to live in it. Zark nodded. Your strength is not in your body, he said. It is in your history. Suddenly, an alarm sounded. Red lights flashed. A loud voice echoed. Security breach. Unknown fleet approaching. Ronan's face changed. Who? He asked. A screen turned on. Dozens of dark ships appeared. No flags. No signals. Unknown. Zark whispered. The Void Raiders. Pirates. Killers. They hate Deathworlders. Arya slowly sat up. Pain. Strong pain. But she ignored it. They came for me, she said. Yes, Zark replied. They saw your fight. They see you as a symbol. Ronan looked at her. You're injured. You can't fight. Arya looked at the screen. At the ships. At the danger. I didn't fight for fame, she said. I fought for respect. And I won't let them take it. She removed her blanket. Stood up. Slow. Unsteady. But standing. Prepare my suit, she said. I'm not done yet. Zark stared at her. Then he bowed. For the first time. To a human. The galaxy will remember this, he said. Outside, war was coming. And Arya was ready. Red lights filled the command center. Alarms echoed through every corridor. Warning, enemy fleet approaching. Distance, 2 million kilometers. Time to contact, 12 minutes. The comm station became chaos. Officers ran. Screens flashed. Drones flew. Weapon systems woke up. Arya walked through the hallway. Her steps were slow. Her body still hurt. But her mind was clear. She wore her black combat suit again. Energy lines glowed softly on her arms. Ronan walked beside her. You should be resting, he said. You almost died yesterday. Arya looked forward. On Earth, she replied. We rest after danger. Not before. Ronan smiled weakly. That sounds like you. They entered the main bridge. A huge window showed space. Stars. Darkness. And far away, black ships. Dozens of them. Moving like shadows. Commander Zark stood at the center. Hail all defense units, he ordered. Activate shield grid. Prepare fleet. Alien officers moved fast. Holograms appeared. Battle maps. Enemy paths. Weapon ranges. Zark turned to Arya. The Void Raiders do not attack openly, he said. They hide. They strike weak points. They spread fear first. As if to prove his words, a small explosion appeared on a distant station. A supply base. It vanished in seconds. Thousands lost. Arya clenched her fists. They kill civilians, she whispered. Yes, Zark replied. They enjoy it. A message appeared on screen. Dark symbol. Red lines. A voice came out. Cold. Cruel. This is Lord Vrax. Give us the Deathworlder girl. And we will leave. Refuse. And everything burns. Silence filled the bridge. All eyes turned to Arya. Ronan stepped forward. No, he said. We don't trade people. Vrax laughed. You think you have a choice? Arya walked closer to the screen. I am Arya Vale of Earth, she said. I will not hide. I will fight. Vrax smiled. Good, he replied. I like brave prey. The signal ended. Zark spoke fast. All ships, prepare for defense. Protect civilian zones. Human unit ready strike teams. The fleet moved. Hundreds of ships formed lines. Energy shields activated. Blue walls in space. Arya was assigned to a strike cruiser. Small, fast, deadly. Ronan would command it. Inside the ship, pilots took positions. Weapons charged. Engines roared. Ronan looked at Arya. You sure about this? He asked. She nodded. Fear only grows when we run. He pressed the launch button. The ship shot forward. Space became a battlefield. Laser beams crossed. Missiles exploded. Shields flashed. Ships fell. Fire bloomed in silence. Void Raider ships were dark and sharp. Like knives, they moved in groups, attacking from behind, from below, from nowhere. One friendly ship was hit. It exploded. Arya closed her eyes for a second, then focused. "Target group Delta," she said. "Left side." Ronan turned, locking. They fired. 3 enemy ships vanished, but more came. Suddenly, alarm screamed. Boarding pods detected. Enemy inside. Metal crashed. Explosions in corridors. Raiders entered the station. Zark's voice came. "Internal defense teams, respond." Arya stood up. "I'm going in," she said. Ronan grabbed her arm. "You're injured." "I'm alive," she replied. "That's enough." She took a small shuttle, flew back to the station, docked fast. Inside, smoke filled the halls. Dead lights, broken doors, screams, laser fire. She moved silently, like in training. One raider appeared. Tall, black armor, red eyes. He raised his gun. Too late. Arya rolled. Cut. Down. Another. Then 2. Then 3. She did not rush. She did not panic. She moved smart. Use walls. Use shadows. Use timing. A group of civilians was trapped in a room. Door broken. Raiders outside. Arya whispered, "Stay quiet." She climbed the ceiling. Dropped behind enemies. 1, 2, 3. Saved. The civilians cried. "Thank you." She nodded. No time. She reached the main core. Energy center. If destroyed, the station would die. Lord Vrax himself was there. Tall. Covered in black metal. Scarred face. Cold eyes. "So," he said, "the legend arrives. You are smaller than I imagined." Arya stood straight. "You are louder than you are strong." He laughed. "Let's test that." They fought. Fast. Hard. Cool. Vrax was skilled. Strong. Experienced. He cut her arm. She cut his leg. He punched. She dodged. Walls broke. Sparks flew. She fell. He stood over her. "Any last words?" he asked. She looked up. "Yes. We don't quit." She activated her last device. Flash grenade. Light exploded. Vrax screamed. Blind. She jumped. Blade forward. Hit his chest. Deep. He froze. Drop. Dead. Outside, Raider ships began to retreat. Leader lost. Control gone. The war slowed. Then stopped. Victory. Hours later, the station was quiet again. Damaged, but alive. Zark stood before Arya. "You saved thousands," he said. "You changed history." Ronan hugged her. "You're crazy," he whispered. She smiled. "Maybe." The narrator spoke. "Fear created monsters. Courage destroyed them. But one battle was not the end. Only the beginning." Arya looked at space, knowing more storms were coming. The war ended, but silence was heavier than noise. The space station slowly returned to life. Broken walls were repaired. Lights turned on again. Ships came back. Wounded soldiers were carried to medical rooms. Families searched for loved ones. Some found them. Some did not. Arya stood near a large window. Outside, stars moved slowly. She held a cup of warm water. Her hands were shaking, not from fear, from tiredness, from everything. Ronan stood beside her. "You saved thousands," he said. "You know that, right?" Arya did not answer. She kept looking at space. "I couldn't save everyone," she replied. Her voice was soft. Ronan was quiet. Then he said, "No warrior ever does." A few days later, the Galactic Council called meeting. All major planets sent leaders. It was the biggest gathering in history. The hall was huge. Floating seats, light bridges, hologram planets. Arya entered in a simple uniform. No medals, no armor, no weapons, just herself. Whispers filled the room. That's her, the human, the Deathworlder, the one who defeated Vrax. She felt uncomfortable. She was never good with crowds. Zark walked beside her. "You don't have to speak," he said, "if you don't want." She nodded, but inside she knew she had to. The main speaker rose. Today, he said, we decide Earth's place in the galaxy. Enemy, ally, or a threat. Silence followed. Then another leader spoke. Humans are dangerous. They bring war. They bring chaos. Murmurs spread. Arya clenched her fists. Zark looked at her. She took a breath, stood up. Her voice was calm. I am from Earth, she said. We are not perfect. We fight. We fail. We lose people. But we protect each other. She looked around. When the raiders came, did we hide? No. Did we run? No. We stood. With you. For you? The hall was quiet. She continued. My planet is hard. It breaks weak people. But it makes strong hearts. We don't want war. We know its cost. She paused. I lost my mother to war. My friends. My home. I don't want others to feel that. Some leaders looked down. One asked, then why do humans fight so well? She answered, because we never want to fight again. Silence. Then applause. Slow. Then louder. Then everywhere. The decision was made. Earth became an official ally. Equal. Respected. Not feared. Weeks passed. Peace talks started. Trade routes opened. Students traveled between planets. Cultures mixed. Slowly, fear disappeared. Arya became a symbol. Statues were made. Stories told. Songs written. But she avoided all of it. She returned to Earth. To a small town near mountains. Where snow fell quietly. Where no one knew her name. She lived in a small house. Planted trees. Fixed old roads. Helped neighbors. One day, Ronan visited. He brought news. They want you to lead a defense unit, he said. Top position. Big power. She smiled. No. He was surprised. Why? I already fought enough, she said. I want to teach now. So she opened a small training center. Not for war. For survival. For discipline. For peace. Children came. From Earth. From other planets. She taught them. Strength is control. Power is responsibility. Never fight for pride. Fight for life. Years passed. Arya grew older. Scars stayed. Hair turned silver. But her eyes were still strong. One evening, she sat with young students. They asked, Teacher, were you scared in the arena? She laughed softly. Every second. Then why did you fight? Because courage is not no fear, she said. It is moving forward with fear. Another asked, will there be another war? She looked at the stars. Maybe, she replied, but maybe you will stop it. That night, she wrote her last message. To the galaxy, not as a warrior. As a human, it said, we are born on hard worlds, but we choose soft hearts. We are shaped by storms, but guided by hope. Do not fear us. Walk with us. Years later, when Arya passed away peacefully, the galaxy stopped, ships stopped, lights dimmed, silence honored her, not as a fighter, not as a killer, but as a bridge between worlds, between fear and trust, between war and peace. A small statue was placed on Earth. It had simple words. She came from a death world and taught the galaxy how to live.